Okay, listen, I get asked this question all the time, how I buy my properties. And I usually tell people how I do it and also how much money I got into it. They ask me, how much money do I need? How much money have you put in? How much money do I need to have in the bank? And they ask me all these questions and they worry about the money. I bought $50 million worth of property, 690 apartment or units, apartments, mobile home park, $50 million with basically no money out of pocket, basically none. There's actually one project where we put 35K, I think 25, 35K. I don't remember how much it was because we needed that money last second to close. And it was like a $5 million purchase or something like that. So it wasn't, we could have gone raised the money, 35K. We could have borrowed it from somebody. We could have borrowed the money from somebody, but we didn't need to. We had the money in the bank. We just gave it just to close, right? Just because we didn't want to drag it on, okay? But basically I could do it with no money out of pocket. People ask me, how do you do that? How do you buy all this property and you own it? I'm not gonna own it 100%, right? But I own it with other partners without any money. It's actually not that complicated, okay? So biggest thing you need somebody that can sign a loan for you, that has a net worth, somebody who has experience, and somebody who has liquidity. Basically means they have to have money in the bank. It could be the same person, or it could be 6 people, that can fit that mold, right? Of course, the least amount of people, the better, because that way you don't have to share the pie so much. So, but whatever you got to do to make it work, it works. So that's one side. Then you got to find a project. You got to find a property to buy. And then usually you're going to need about 25% down payment. Just it could be 20 to 30. It could be less. Just say it's 25%. You're buying a $10 million property, you need $2.5 million. So people say, okay, $50 million times 25%. What's the math right here? Yes, that's how much money you need to have either in your account or you need to go borrow it. You need to go raise it. So what I did was through networking, people that I knew, through social media, through events, meetups, training seminars, multifamily seminars, investment seminars, anywhere I could go, right? I connected with a lot of people and I just told them, hey, I'm buying multifamily, I'm buying multifamily, I'm buying multifamily. Not that I'm looking to get into buying multifamily, but that I'm actually buying multifamily. Connected with them, called them, text them, emailed them every once in a while, and then eventually, say, hey, I got a project coming up. I need 100K, right? And I get 100K from 20 different people. That's $2 million, right? At the first time, they might say no, but once they see their second or third time you're asking for a different project, trust me, they come around and then if they like you, they trust you, they like the project, they'll invest in you and your project. That's basically what happened with me, right? I connected with a lot of people. I found really good projects. Even on the first ones, I couldn't sign a loan. I didn't have the experience. And I would just find somebody who come in and help me with a loan, right? Now, as far as the down payment goes, you get a property for $10 million, you need to bring in, say, $2.5 million. That's where your network comes in, and then you create like a partnership. You say, hey, you need to put 100K in this deal, and this is what your projected returns are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? 8 to 12% cash on cash, 20% total return, and you're gonna hold it for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever it is that your business plan is, you let them know, and if they like the deal, they'll put money in your project. So if we need to go raise 2.5, we'll raise 2.5, and there's really no need for us to put any money in our project. That's basically it. It's really not that complicated. It's a lot of work, but you can do it. You can definitely buy commercial real estate, own a part of it. You might not own 100%, but you own a good portion of it, and you don't put any of your money in the project. But what are you doing, right? You got to give something. Maybe you're out there looking for a project, right? So, or maybe you sign on a loan, right? There's certain things you can do to be part of the transaction, and then you're part owner of it. So for me, I only put roughly 25, 35K in a project out of the $50 million worth of property that I control, I'm part owner of, and that is it. You can do it, and you should do it. Pretty simple.